Hello everyone. Today on Good Morning Maine, federal firefighters across the state are urging for an end to the government shutdown, as some shipyards are working without pay.
Plus, hundreds of people gathered in Waterville to celebrate a new organization that is combining disability resources and services to serve the people of Maine.
And Bangor Public Health held their annual awards ceremony to highlight companies and organizations that go above and beyond. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Janessa Bishop.
And I'm Craig Colson. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday morning. We'll have those stories and all the day's news coming up. But first, a check of the forecast. After a couple of rainy days, it looks like things will be drying out a little bit.
Yeah.
Partly cloudy today.
Let's turn things over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
And thank you very much, Craig and Janessa. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive and Brewer. Experience a Quality Automotive difference. Reliable service and expert care that you can depend on. Call us to schedule your next appointment, 922-2043. Already we have a small craft advisory that will expire this evening at around 8 p.m. Along the coast, we are still watching some active surf courtesy of an area of low pressure nearby, causing some gusty winds. We've been watching some rain showers as well, and we may still be seeing a few light rain showers this morning. We'll see these clear up later on. A slight chance for a few rain showers still cannot be ruled out throughout the daytime period today, but most of that will be backing off. A partly to mostly cloudy sky will be common later on. A large area low pressure will be slowly tracking off towards the north and east throughout the daytime period today, and later on over the next few days we're placed with an area of high pressure coming up. But here's the current surface setup. A large area of low pressure, currently taking place, and that's it right there, soon to track off towards the north and east. Hourly forecast for today, we have clouds currently taking place. Again, a slight chance for a rain shower can't be ruled out, with temperatures in the 50s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Janessa.
Thank you, Devin. We're actually going to take a quick break real quick, and we'll be right back.
Let me get the other one.
Would you or your organization like to stay informed about current full-time job openings at ABC7 and Fox 22? Email us at tv7jobs@wvii.com or write to us at 371 Target Industrial Circle, Bangor, Maine 04401, and we'll gladly add you to our list. ABC7 and Fox 22 are proud to be equal opportunity employers.
At China Walk on Broadway in Bangor, we're serving up your Chinese favorites. Our food is delicious, our staff is friendly, and our service is fast. Open Tuesday through Sunday, call ahead, order online, or just stop by. Enjoy our indoor dining for the full experience, or get takeout that the whole family will enjoy. We'll make sure your cravings are satisfied. China Walk on Broadway in Bangor, where tradition meets flavor.
I started smoking at age 16. I was scared when they found cancer in my lung.
Lung cancer, still the deadliest cancer in Maine, but a new test can find it earlier when treatment is more successful.
They were able to remove my cancer and I went back to work, but now I'm retired.
If you're age 55 or older and smoke now or smoked heavily in the past, ask your provider if lung cancer screening is right for you, and learn more at screenmaine.org.
Welcome back, everyone. Fire marshals are investigating a fatal fire in Benton. Crews were called to 70 Pleasant Drive in Benton just after 2 a.m. on Wednesday at the request of Fairfield Benton Rescue. A spokesperson says when firefighters arrived, they found the single-family home fully engulfed in flames. Pleasant Street was shut down while first responders from several towns battled the flames. The spokesperson says while they were fighting the fire, crews discovered a deceased person inside the home. The remains were taken to the medical examiner's office in Augusta to make a positive identification and determine the cause of death. A deceased dog was also found inside. The cause of the fire remains under investigation.
Meanwhile, a Massachusetts man who was involved in a serious crash in Bangor on Sunday has now been arrested. Police say they believe 40-year-old Seth McLaughlin fell asleep at the wheel shortly before 4 p.m. on Sunday. Witnesses say his vehicle continued through a red light on Griffin Road and then struck a vehicle that was traveling through the intersection with Ohio Street. The impact forced that vehicle to strike a third vehicle that had come to a stop. Police say McLaughlin told investigators that he had been awake since the early morning and was taking his two children, who were passengers, to their mother's house. Police also learned he was out on bail and his license had been suspended. McLaughlin is now charged with violating the conditions of release, driving to endanger, operating after suspension, and failure to stop for a red light. Two people in the third vehicle suffered minor injuries. All other parties were treated at the scene.
Meanwhile, a Livermore Falls man has been arrested in connection with an exploitation investigation. According to Maine State Police, detectives arrested 40-year-old Jacob Hiscock early Wednesday morning on charges of sexual abuse of a minor and possession of sexually explicit material. The State Police Computer Crimes Unit had worked on a month-long investigation into Hiscock along with the Sabattis Police Department, Oxford County Sheriff's Office, and the Maine Warden Service. Hiscock was transported to the Androscoggin County Jail. Maine State Police are seeking help from the public to identify anyone else involved in this case. If you or someone you know has any information, you are asked to contact the State Police tip line. Text MESP-TIP and your tip to 847-411 or visit our website to learn more on how to leave an online tip. You can also scan this QR code on your screen.
Federal firefighters in Maine are calling for an end to the government shutdown. Firefighters at the Portsmouth Naval Shipyard and the Navy's VLF transmitter station in Cutler are now working without pay. A statement from the Professional Firefighters of Maine says those firefighters also provide mutual aid to surrounding communities, including advanced life support care at the paramedic level. Kyle Moser, 5th District Vice President of the Professional Firefighters of Maine, says, quote, "Our members are struggling without pay. There are over 80 federal firefighters in the state of Maine, and we go to work no matter what. We still have to show up for work, pay our bills, and protect the assets of the Navy and surrounding communities when they call upon us. Whether Democrat or Republican, it doesn't matter. We just need the President and Congress to reopen the government and pay federal firefighters for the critical services we provide." More on the government shutdown coming up later on.
The Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife is expanding a do not eat advisory for hunters in parts of Waldo and Somerset counties. Our Callie Warren has more.
Maine's hunting season is just ramping up, and with Youth Hunting Weekend right around the corner, a lot of folks are excited to go out into the woods this weekend. However, depending upon where you are in Maine, you might want to be careful about consuming what you catch. The Maine Department of Inland Fisheries and Wildlife released updated guidelines Wednesday urging hunters in portions of central Maine not to eat any white-tailed deer or wild turkey due to PFAS contamination in animal muscle tissue. Experts say wildlife feeding in contaminated areas have ingested these chemicals and now have PFAS in their meat and organs. According to Inland Fisheries and Wildlife Communication Director Mark Lottie, PFAS persists in the environment in soil, water, plants, and animals. Exposure to these chemicals can increase risk of cancer and harm cholesterol levels, among other health impacts. The youth deer hunt opens this weekend, and resident-only day will be Saturday, November 1st. For more information on PFAS contamination and potential side effects, visit this story on our website. Callie Warren reporting for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Meanwhile, in other news this morning, a Maine Senate candidate is calling on one of his primary challengers to drop out of the race. Democrat Jordan Wood says Graham Plattner should be disqualified for controversial statements he made on social media and also for a tattoo that appears to be like one used by the Nazis during World War II. Plattner has been doing damage control since his comments were revealed. Some of his past comments were critical of police, black people, and people who live in rural areas. Plattner has said those comments were made when he was in a dark place after serving in the military, and he has changed his mind and grown since then. He also says he has covered up the tattoo, which he claims he didn't realize what it meant when he got it. Jordan Wood, though, says the comments and tattoo are not who we are as Mainers and Democrats. He's calling on Plattner to suspend his campaign.
And a new organization is bringing together some of Maine's longest-standing disability service providers, combining their resources to better support families across the state. Our Alex Schley tells us how they're celebrating the successful transition and what it means for the future of disability services here in Maine.
Hundreds of people from across Maine came together in Waterville Wednesday to celebrate the successful merge of 3 of the state's longest-standing disability services organizations.
Three Rivers is an agency that was formed in July of this year. We are an agency that was merged from 3 legacy agencies in the state of Maine, GMS, Uplift, and IAM.
Prior to the merge, the 3 companies independently provided services for people with disabilities in Maine.
Knowing the environment and the playing field that's happening right now with Medicaid cuts and the lack of funding for the disability services field, we all thought that right now, while we're all strong, it's best for us to get together.
CEO Anne Marie Mayberry says they're now stronger than ever and better equipped to serve Mainers.
The agency is formed out of trust and friendship and respect and a mutual shared value of our services that we all deeply believe in.
The Three Rivers now serves all 16 counties in Maine and part of New Hampshire. The organization provides a range of support for people with disabilities, from 24/7 group home services to day programs and employment opportunities.
We have several consumers that volunteer at nursing homes, and they volunteer in the hospitals, shelters. They just want to be valued, and they have a lot to give back to the community, and we're just there. We're there to help guide them.
Mayberry says Wednesday's celebration is a reflection of the organization's ongoing success. In Waterville, Alex Schley for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Meanwhile, Bangor Public Health hosted their 2nd annual Community Partners Award ceremony yesterday morning. The event celebrated achievements in local public health and recognized partners that have gone above and beyond in their commitment to the community's well-being. Awards were presented for multiple contributions, including maternal and child nursing programs, tobacco prevention, counseling services, and more. Some of the organizations that were awarded were St. Joseph Hospital, Bangor Public Library, and Wabanaki Public Health.
And I think the best community service in public health is in this room. So it's just really nice to be out here for a little bit of your morning.
Hi. Please lower your hand if you've been doing this.
Matt Dexter, the executive director of the Christine B. Foundation, was the keynote speaker for the event. Dexter highlighted the importance of education, educating others on public health, and for organizations to keep pushing for their initiatives and programs. Moving on now. Ooh, it's kind of spooky there.
There we go. One of Maine's largest healthcare providers is now under new leadership. Northern Light Health recently welcomed their new CEO, Dr. Guy Hudson, replacing Tim Gentry, who announced his retirement in April. Our Grace Blanchard sat down with Hudson to discuss some of the challenges ahead for him.
Our job, we're people taking care of people, and we want to make sure Mainers have the confidence in us to continue to take care of them and serve their needs.
Northern Light Health has experienced financial turmoil in recent years, leading to workforce cuts and facility closures. But the healthcare system's new CEO, Dr. Guy Hudson, says they are headed in the right direction.
We are definitely on the upswing in regards to our fiscal status. We will be here for generations to come, and we are continuing to improve that status. And so I want to make sure that that's very clear.
He is also stepping into an ongoing and contentious contract dispute with insurance giant Anthem. That contract was recently extended through October to allow more time for negotiations.
Both of us are coming to the table with good intent to get to an agreement.
Do you see that happening, or do you anticipate that there's a possibility that Northern Light and Anthem will part ways?
I hope not. The idea is we really want to actually form a better partnership and get going in this new day, I'd say as soon as we can.
Hudson brings more than 2 decades of clinical and executive leadership experience based here in the U.S. and internationally.
Being at the bedside and understanding what it takes to deliver care and connect with families and children and the people on those care teams that we all rely on every day, I think puts me in a unique position to help health systems exemplify that purpose and make sure that we continue to do the right thing at all times.
As uncertainty surrounding programs like Medicaid persists, Hudson says his #1 goal is ensuring they provide continuous care and services for Maine's rural communities.
That is our #1 priority, but internally, all 10,000 of us will continue to move forth together to do that. That camaraderie, that togetherness, that purpose is what drives us, centered around our values.
In Brewer, Grace Blanchard, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Well, the founders of a popular skincare company are now giving back to their alma mater with a new scholarship. Marin Skincare founders and University of Maine graduates Patrick Breeding and Amber Boutet have partnered with the university to offer a minimum $25,000 scholarship for students taking their first innovation engineering course. The duo began developing Marin Skincare while researching lobster glycoproteins at the Innovation Engineering Center. Breeding says giving back to the university is a full circle moment.
It's really like this whole thing makes so much sense. We came from UMaine, we got our start there. We owe so much of our success to our professors in these programs and the people that helped us figure out how to bring Marin to life. So we want to bring the value back to the UMaine student population.
A portion of all the sales from Marin's Blueberry French Toast Lip Treatment will go toward funding that scholarship. The product can be purchased online at the UMaine bookstore and at all Marin partnered retailers as well.
And fall enrollment is up 3% at Maine's community colleges. As of October 15th, more than 15,800 students were enrolled, which is another historic high for the 7 colleges. A statement says tuition and fees for a full-time in-state student are the lowest in New England. President of Maine Community College System, David Degler, says, quote, "The sustained enrollment growth is critical at a time when Maine's economy needs more skilled employees in a range of industries that we specifically target for high-quality, low-cost instruction, from construction to computer science. This ongoing demand is a sign we are executing our mission of providing an education that works for Mainers looking to find meaningful work and a better life."
Good news there. Back
Absolutely.
to the lotion guys
Yeah.
that are giving that scholarship. They came on our morning show one time and they gave us some products. Fantastic. That's a little thing.
Oh, the lotion.
I use
yes.
it every morning. They gave me a
Yes.
tube of that stuff. It's
Very cool.
It's made out of lobster stuff and other
Oh,
things, and
very
it
interesting.
makes you look beautiful.
Representing
Maybe not
Maine.
me, but yeah. So, all right, I think we've got our technical difficulties behind
Yes,
us.
we're all good now.
Yeah.
The time now is 6:17. After the break, Hudson University hosted their Legal Studies Career Fair, where students can get insight from professionals.
We'll have the story coming up, plus the major development in the Louvre Museum heist. Investigators finding DNA on items that were left behind by the thieves. Those stories and more coming up on Good Morning Maine.
Welcome to Hillcrest Orchards, located in Winterport. From crisp apples and cider to homemade jams, jellies, and maple syrup, Hillcrest Orchards has you covered. Hillcrest Orchards also carries gifts and seasonal decorations. Stop by today, open 10 to 4.
Limu Limo at your service. Here to help you save hundreds by customizing your car insurance with Liberty Mutual. Probably should have gone the other way.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
My dad got shoved by an employee at the nursing home and broke his hip. When I asked management about it, they tried to cover it up and said it was an accident.
If a serious injury has happened at a nursing home that's brought up cause for concern, call the 2s right now.
Our attorney at Lowry Law investigated and found out the truth. The nursing home had to take responsibility for what happened to my dad.
If you suspect nursing home abuse or neglect, we're your go-to lawyers.
Time to get clean!
Yes, but that liquid detergent leaves you covered in harsh chemical residue. Not Earth Breeze. Just one sheet gives you a powerful clean.
Switch now at earthbreeze.com.
Welcome to Hillcrest Orchards, located in Winterport. From crisp apples and cider to homemade jams, jellies, and maple syrup, Hillcrest Orchards has you covered. Hillcrest Orchards also carries gifts and seasonal decorations. Stop by today, open 10 to 4.
Welcome back, everyone. Hudson University's Legal Studies Career Fair has been a tradition for over a decade, where students can learn what their future might hold.
Our Doug Banks takes us inside the Newman Gymnasium for the annual event.
It's one of the best job fairs around here.
These people come to hire our students because our graduates have done so well.
It kind of clicked for me that it is possible.
Wednesday was the 16th annual Legal Studies Career Fair, a tradition for Hudson University students to have an inside look at life after graduation.
I think about 20 of the people tabling today are graduates of our program. We have some freshmen and sophomores come in here, and whenever I take them to a table, I say, these people are all graduates of our program. And they realize that could be me in 5 years.
Around 70 federal, state, and local organizations were inside Newman Gymnasium Wednesday, providing insight to Hudson students. A considerable jump from 16 years ago.
The first one, we had 9 organizations coming. We thought that was pretty good. Last year and this year, we have between 60 and 70 coming.
It's something that goes on for a long time, and you pay it back to the school.
The event is organized by Hudson's School of Legal Studies. It allows students to learn not just about their future, but more of who they are as a person now.
It's important to show them all ranges of options because some people are made to be in the life of helping others.
Even if they find things they're not interested in, that's a win.
It's better to try and decide you don't like it than to just think, man, I wish I'd have done that. So, yeah, there's great opportunities inside that gym.
In Bangor, Doug Banks, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
And you went to Hudson,
I
too.
did, yes. Yeah. And they were pretty fun, honestly. There was a lot of different booths there and a lot of different people you can speak to.
Yeah, might inspire some other students
Absolutely.
to pursue something that they didn't even know they wanted to do.
Yeah. The time now is 6:21. Let's get a full look at our weather forecast with meteorologist Devin Biggs.
Alrighty, Craig and Janessa, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive in Brewer. Experience a Quality Automotive difference. Reliable service and expert care that you can depend on. Call us to schedule your next appointment, 922-2043. A small craft advisory posted until 8 p.m. Later on this evening along the coast. Some gusty winds courtesy of a large area of low pressure stirring up the ocean. 4-foot wave heights currently being observed. 5-foot wave heights farther out towards sea. You can see the light colors, so the ocean a little bit active at this time, which is why we are seeing those advisories. We've had rain showers recently, and some of us still seeing some rain showers at this time. We'll see those taper off soon, but some of us may still see a little bit with this large area of low pressure that is currently tracking off towards the north and east, but this will soon be replaced with an area of high pressure over the next few days or so. So let's time this out in a few seconds with Futurecast, but we are going to show you the current surface map. Again, a large area of low pressure that will soon be tracking off towards the north and east. Now Futurecast, which will show this tracking off towards the north and east in due time. Again, farther off towards the north, a few opportunities for some rain showers. And again, maybe our southern counties early on this afternoon may see a slight chance for a shower, but again later on, again clearing out for us with a partly cloudy sky as we head towards your Friday. Again, not looking too bad. Sunshine, a few clouds during the late afternoon period and a parts of the overnight period too. By Friday night, a few rain showers can't be ruled out either. Now gusty winds will be a thing today, reaching up to about 25, perhaps 30 miles per hour, and that will back off as we head towards tonight and again as we head towards your Friday, so it won't be lasting much longer. So partly cloudy today, a slight chance for rain, highs in the upper 50s and that south wind up to around 15, 20, 25 miles per hour at times. Now overnight, upper 30s, partly cloudy and that south wind at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, upper 50s, partly cloudy, west wind at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. And let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive. Partly cloudy Saturday with highs in the mid-50s with low 50s for your Sunday under a mostly cloudy sky, and partly cloudy Monday with highs in the low 50s.
Looking to power your home or business with efficiency and reliability? At Ideal Energy Solutions, we specialize in residential and commercial electrical services, heat pump installation and service, and are an authorized Generac dealer, built to keep you running in any weather. We're proud registered vendors with Efficiency Maine, from residential upgrades to commercial installations. Don't settle for less than ideal. Go with Ideal Energy Solutions. Call today.
Is there anything, and we mean anything, cuter than baby animals? Well, this week on GMA, get ready for baby black bears, baby gorillas, and baby Asian small-clawed otters. Pinch me, this is just too cute on Good Morning America.
Now's the time to get a great deal on taking care of your property. You need the #1 selling subcompact tractor in the U.S. so you can do it all and do it right. Z-Series mowers that deliver a quality cut, and Sidekick utility vehicles where durability meets speed. Right now, bring home select Kubota equipment with 0% financing available or save up to $5,250.
Available at Doors Equipment, 1468 Outer Hammond Street, Bangor.
You provide it all. There's no challenge you can't take on, because you've already taken on everything. You've gone above and beyond. It feels like you've brought them together. It feels like your home is taken care of. It feels like you're all at the top of your game with high-speed, reliable, no-stress Fidium fiber internet.
It feels like Fidium.
Pat's Pizza in Holden suggests calling now for reserving your next event or party. Their 2 indoor golf simulators are now open, and they're taking reservations for the fall season. Please check their Facebook page for indoor golf specials. Pat's Pizza, Holden.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
The only sign of progress in Washington, D.C. is the demolition of the East Wing at the White House. The government shutdown drags into day 23 with no sign of ending, with federal food assistance about to run out for 42 million Americans. President Trump is showing off plans for that new ballroom. ABC's Perry Russum has the latest.
This morning, sources tell ABC News the entire East Wing of the White House could be torn down by this weekend. President Trump destroying part of the historic building, clearing space for his 90,000 square foot ballroom.
In order to do it properly, we had to take down the existing structure.
Trump with a different message months ago.
It won't interfere with the current building. It'll be near it, but not touching it.
Congressman Jamie Raskin calling it a gaudy Marie Antoinette ballroom for the billionaires and CEOs. Hillary Clinton saying it's not his house, it's your house, and he's destroying it. The White House dismissing critics as unhinged leftists clutching their pearls. Now some Republicans are questioning the project as the government shutdown drags into day 23 and federal workers go without pay.
We're talking about building a ballroom when we're trying to get the economy squared away. Timing's bad.
California now deploying the National Guard to help give out food, as federal food assistance is about to run out for 42 million Americans. Democratic Senator John Fetterman breaking with his party in hopes of reopening the government. He says Republicans should invoke what's called the nuclear option, allowing the government spending bill to pass the Senate by simple majority instead of 60 votes. It comes as Democratic Senator Jeff Merkley speaks for more than 22 hours on the Senate floor, accusing President Trump of an authoritarian takeover.
We're in the most perilous moment, the biggest threat to our republic since the Civil War.
Back to the ballroom, President Trump says it will cost $300 million. He says it will be funded entirely by private donors. The list reportedly includes Google, with Apple and Meta as potential donors. Perry Russum, ABC News, Washington.
The U.S. military carried out a strike against a suspected drug vessel late on Tuesday in the Pacific Ocean off of South America, which was confirmed by a U.S. official yesterday. The strike is the first known U.S. military operation in the Pacific since the Trump administration started a new offensive against the drug trade that has led to 7 strikes in the Caribbean and has dramatically raised tensions between the U.S. and Venezuela and Colombia. A social media post by the Secretary of War, Pete Hegseth, read, "Yesterday, at the direction of President Trump, the Department of War conducted a lethal kinetic strike on a vessel being operated by a designated terrorist organization and conducting narco trafficking in the Eastern Pacific." He ended the post by saying, "Just as Al-Qaeda waged war on our homeland, these cartels are waging war on the border and our people. There will be no refuge or forgiveness, only justice."
Well, we turn now to a major development following that historic jewelry heist at the Louvre in Paris. ABC's Maggie Rulli has the latest.
Investigators in Paris say they found traces of DNA on a helmet and glove left behind by the thieves who made off with more than $100 million in jewels from the Louvre Sunday. The DNA now being analyzed in hopes of identifying the suspects. The head of the Louvre, Laurence Descartes, facing tough questions about how the thieves were able to pull off the heist. Testifying before the French Senate, she called it a terrible failure. Descartes says alarms and cameras were working, but perimeter security was weak, and the camera above the balcony where the thieves broke in was facing the wrong way, pointing away from the building.
They had no view onto the building when the thieves parked that vehicle, that van, beneath the window with the electronic ladder on top of it, the mechanical ladder, which means that the first that they were aware this was happening was once the thieves were already inside and cutting their way into the jewel cases.
Since taking over the museum in 2021, Descartes says she made security a priority because she was appalled by the systems in place.
She painted a pretty shocking picture of the state of the museum's security arrangements. I think people expect that there would be state-of-the-art security.
Maggie Rulli, ABC News, New York.
Just incredible.
Coming up on the second half of the newscast, an Old Town superintendent was awarded the title Superintendent of the Year.
We'll tell you all about it as Good Morning Maine continues.
Who has the best kept secret in Penobscot County?
We do!
Welcome to Maple Lane Farms, a fifth-generation family farm that's committed to providing you with the best quality products. Our farm-raised local and sustainable meat is flash frozen to lock in the freshness and natural flavors. Experience the top-notch quality of our meat that's naturally raised without any antibiotics or hormones. Get the best of both worlds, quality and affordability. Try Maple Lane Farms today, the candy store for the carnivore.
Hello, this is George Whelan with Down East Direct Cremation. Now, anytime, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 52 weeks a year, from the comfort of your desktop or the convenience of your mobile device, you can summon transport and arrange a simple, affordable, respectful Down East Direct Cremation for your deceased loved one. Just by using the button exclusively at downeastdirectcremation.com. All you need is the location address of the person who has died, their vital statistics information, a valid credit card for payment, and that's it. No need to pick up the telephone, no need to answer a bunch of questions, no need to come into the store, and it's still just $9.75 complete. It's so easy, even I can do it. For more information, visit us at downeastdirectcremation.com or call us at 207-225-5332. Simple, affordable, respectful. The button, only at downeastdirectcremation.com.
Davis Brothers Furniture is expanding. At Davis Brothers, we've always strived to stand out from the rest, and we are now proud to offer flooring for your home, featuring both carpeting and luxury vinyl flooring. We even have an installer in-house with over 30 years of experience. Come see the reason people have been traveling from all over the state and beyond to Davis Brothers Furniture in Guilford for decades. Davis Brothers Furniture, deliberately different, delivering statewide.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back, everyone. Today is Thursday, October 23rd, 2025, and it is also National Boston Cream Pie Day.
If you've never heard of Boston cream pie before, it's a yellow butter cake filled with custard or cream and topped with a chocolate glaze. It was invented in 1856 by an Armenian French chef at the time when frosting was relatively a new idea. Cakes and pies were also baked in the same kinds of pans, and even the words were used interchangeably, which is why it's called a pie and not a cake. The Boston cream pie took the world by storm and is still the official dessert of Massachusetts.
Very interesting. It's so delicious, too.
It is good.
Yeah.
Boston cream pie donuts, too.
Oh, that's one of my favorites.
Very good.
Yeah. By the way, this is also National Slap Your Coworker Day.
Yeah.
We didn't write about that one, though.
I completely forgot
we
about that
don't
one.
want to get anybody in trouble today. All right, let's get to some more history. It was on this date back in 1915, the first U.S. Championship Horseshoe Tournament was held in Kellerton, Iowa. There you go.
Oh.
No, I'm just reading. I was just waiting for your reaction there. Horseshoes.
Was invented in Iowa?
Well, their first championship anyway, but it was a big thing. I didn't even know they had a national championship
didn't
for
either.
it. Also in 1915, an estimated 25,000 women marched on Fifth Avenue in New York City in support of women's suffrage. The fight to allow women the right to vote had already been going on for more than 65 years at that point, but many still had reservations. In fact, the New York Times ran an article warning that if women got the right to vote, they would play havoc for themselves and society.
Wow.
It would be another 5 years before women were successful with the passage of the 19th Amendment.
It took a long time.
Took quite a while.
Wow.
And in 1941, Disney released the animated classic Dumbo, a film about a circus elephant with huge ears. Take it away.
And in 1946, the United Nations General Assembly convened in New York for the first time. In 1983, 241 U.S. service members were killed when a suicide truck bombing struck a Marine Corps barracks at Beirut International Airport in Lebanon. It happened as nearly simultaneous attacks struck the French barracks in Beirut, killing 58 paratroopers. The Marines were part of a multinational force sent to Lebanon to oversee the Palestinian withdrawal from the nation. And in 1993, the Toronto Blue Jays won the World Series when Joe Carter hit a home run in the 9th inning over the Sky Dome's left field wall. It was the first time a World Series has ended with a home run in 1960. And in 1998, pop star Britney Spears released her single, Baby One More Time, when she was just 16 years old.
Hit me, baby, one more time. Thank you very much.
And in 2001, Apple released the iPod, changing the way many people listen to music. An estimated 450 million iPod devices were sold before the line was discontinued in 2022.
All right, let's get to birthdays. They include actor Ryan Reynolds, who is 49 today, actress Emilia Clarke is 39, and comedian and singer Weird Al Yankovic is 66 today. So happy birthday to them and to you also if your birthday's today. You ever heard of Weird Al before?
No, I have not.
He was really big kind of over the years. And yeah, anyway, we'll leave it at that.
We'll turn things right back over to meteorologist Devin Biggs.
And thank you very much, Craig and Janessa. Happy Thursday. Your first weather forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive and Brewer. Experience a Quality Automotive difference. Reliable service and expert care that you can depend on. Call us to schedule your next appointment, 922-2043. Already we have a small craft advisory that will expire this evening at around 8 p.m. Along the coast, we are still watching some active surf courtesy of an area of low pressure nearby causing some gusty winds. We've been watching some rain showers as well. We may still be seeing a few light rain showers this morning. We'll see these clear up later on. A slight chance for a few rain showers still cannot be ruled out throughout the daytime period today, but most of that will be backing off. Partly to mostly cloudy sky will be common later on. A large area low pressure will be slowly tracking off towards the north and east throughout the daytime period today. And later on over the next few days, we're placed with an area of high pressure coming up. But here's the current surface setup, a large area of low pressure, currently taking place, and that's it right there, soon to track off towards the north and east. Hourly forecast for today, we have clouds currently taking place. Again, a slight chance for a rain shower can't be ruled out with temperatures in the 50s. Your full 5-day forecast is coming up. Craig and Janessa.
Thank you, Devin. Now for the latest on what's happening in Hollywood.
Here's ABC's Jacqueline Lee.
Miley Cyrus says she'll sing the end credits song for the upcoming new Avatar movie. The song, Dream as One, will be released November 14th. The 20th century film Avatar Fire and Ash hits theaters December 19th. Kim Kardashian and mom Kris Jenner arrived in London for the premiere of All's Fair. Kardashian is set to star in the upcoming legal drama that hits Hulu on November 4th. Hulu and 20th Century Fox are owned by ABC's parent company, Disney.
Rome looks so good on you, right?
Emily in Paris is headed to Rome. The first trailer for season 5 of the Netflix series finds Emily, played by Lily Collins, falling in and out of love in the Eternal City, while also making pit stops in Venice and back in Paris. Minnie Driver joins the cast for the new season on Netflix in December.
I'm living in a war with time.
Brandi Carlile's new album, Returning to Myself, comes out tomorrow, and she's also going on tour. Carlile announcing her Human Tour will hit 10 cities between February and March of next year, starting in Philadelphia. And happy birthday to Deadpool himself. Canadian-born actor and producer Ryan Reynolds is turning 49 today. That's what's happening in Hollywood. Jacqueline Lee, ABC News.
Still to come here this morning, Jack Webb with sports.
Don't go away.
Seasons Lounge and Banquet Center. We're just one block from Hollywood Slots in Bangor, and you're home for the NFL Sunday Ticket. Come watch the game with us and have an appetizer combo. See us for game day specials. Fans, food, fun, seasons.
My sister had multiple falls and broke her leg in the nursing home. She was out of her room and unsupervised. How did that happen?
If a serious injury has happened at a nursing home that's brought up cause for concern, call the 2s right now.
Our attorney at Lowry Law helped me get answers. He made sure the nursing home paid for what happened to my sister.
If you suspect nursing home abuse or neglect, we're your go-to lawyers.
Chevy makes America's most dependable trucks, like the rugged Colorado, the highly capable Silverado 1500, the powerful Silverado HD, and the uncompromising Silverado EV. In every Chevy truck, dependability comes standard.
Well-qualified buyers can get 2.9% APR for 72 months when you finance with GM Financial. Or current qualified lessees can get this Silverado pickup for around $369 a month.
Seasons Lounge and Banquet Center. We're just one block from Hollywood Slots in Bangor, and you're home for the NFL Sunday Ticket. Come watch the game with us and have an appetizer combo. See us for game day specials. Fans, food, fun, seasons.
Catch University of Maine Black Bears football this season on ABC 7 and Fox 22. Proud to bring you 5 home games.
Welcome back in, folks. Maine basketball's golden child, Cooper Flagg, is set to make his NBA debut on Wednesday night, which will be the first page in yet another chapter to an already incredible story.
It's just incredible. You know, how fast it's gone, but how far I've been able to come.
From his first dunk at Nokomis to his trip back north with the Blue Devils to draft night.
With the first pick in the 2025 NBA Draft, the Dallas Mavericks select Cooper Flagg.
We've been following Cooper Flagg through it all. He's grown up before our very eyes, and tonight he takes yet another step forward in his already illustrious career. On October 22nd, 2025, Cooper Flagg makes his NBA debut.
I don't know if it's set in fully, but, you know, I'm just really excited. This is the moments, I talked about a lot of the draft, just, you know, dreams coming true. So this is another one of those moments, just playing my first game, having that first experience. I think it'll be really cool. I'm just really excited and just blessed to be where I am.
Ever since Flagg burst onto the scene, Mainers have dreamt about the heights he may be able to reach. And at this point, he's made those initial dreams look silly. He's become the first Mainer to be a #1 overall recruit, the first Mainer to play in the Final Four, the first Mainer to win seemingly every major award there is to win in college basketball, the first Mainer to... All right, you get the point. As he steps on the court against the Spurs, he begins a professional career that we're sure will bring many more firsts to Maine basketball. And yes, the Maine basketball royal family will obviously be in attendance.
I'm going to have a good amount of people for sure. There's a lot more people that wanted to come but couldn't make it, so I've got a lot of text messages, but I'm going to have a good amount of Maine family in the house for sure.
Coop, I think there's thousands of Mainers that would love to be in the building, but they'll be following at home tonight and for the rest of your career. So good luck, and know the Pine Tree State has your back. Root for Coop, as we all are. We'll move to Orono now, where the Maine hockey team is coming off a tough weekend against Quinnipiac and is looking to bounce back at home this weekend. After a hard-fought effort in Game 1 of the doubleheader, it ended in a tie. Maine fell to the Bobcats 4-0 in Saturday's game,
in which the team was penalized 8 total times, including 2 5-minute majors. Head coach Ben Barr says the team will need to clean it up going forward if they want to stay in those games.
You're killing that many penalties, you have no chance, and that's just an immature team that got beat by a better team last weekend.
It's really hard to win a hockey game when you're killing almost a whole period and you take 2 5-minute majors. So I think right from the start we were chasing that game, and it was tough.
This weekend, the Black Bears will be back at home to take on the Colgate Raiders. Despite not being nationally ranked, Maine knows the Raiders will be a tough matchup, and they'll need to bring their best if they want to get back on track in the Alfond.
Colgate's going to be a really good team. You know, they're known going to some good places and beat some really good teams, so we got to be ready for anything. They're going to play a little more of a loosey-goosey style, and they like to make plays, but we got to stick to our hockey, stick to our culture and our system, and we should be fine.
You know, if you play your game and you're structured, you'll get chances, I think. But you know, if you're going to go up and down the ice with them, probably not a good recipe for us.
8 penalties. I'm sure you can assume Coach Barr got the fellas right this week. The Boston Celtics will be tipping off the new season tonight. They already did tip it off. We'll have those highlights right after this. They hosted Philly down at the Garden. Of course, the Celtics will be without Jason Tatum for the next few months as he tries to work his way back from a ruptured right Achilles tendon. But despite the Tatum injury and losing veteran Kristaps Porzingis, Al Horford, and Drew Holiday, the C's are still loaded and still have one of NBA's most dynamic players in Jaylen Brown, who says he's thrilled to get the 2025-26 season underway.
Opening night is great. It's one of the funner times of the NBA season. It's like the first game. It's just like the first day of school. Like, you know, got your outfit lined up, you know, shoes lined up. You know, you're ready to go. So I'm looking forward to it.
Let's check out those Tatumless Celtics. Tatum clearly had his outfit lined up as well. Look at that suit. We picked this one up in the third. After letting a lead slip, some ball movement eventually finds Sam Hauser in the corner for the three as the Celtics take their first lead of the second half to the fourth now. Off-season trade acquisition, Anthony Simons takes it coast to coast with a nice move on his defender for the slam, puts the Celtics up 10 late in the fourth, though. Maxey going to work. He's going to kick it out to Kelly Oubre, and just like that, the Sixers have a late lead. 7 seconds left now. Celtics down 1. It's Peyton Pritchard. He's going to work. He's going to short arm it, but Oubre steps out of bounds on the rebound and gives the Celtics a second chance. It's Pritchard again. He drives baseline, but clanks it off the rim, and the Celtics suffer an opening night loss, 117-116 to Philly. Tough to see that one slip right through their fingers. That's all the time we have for sports tonight. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome to Hillcrest Orchards, located in Winterport. From crisp apples and cider to homemade jams, jellies, and maple syrup, Hillcrest Orchards has you covered. Hillcrest Orchards also carries gifts and seasonal decorations. Stop by today, open 10 to 4.
It's coming. Winter will descend. Be ready and save on one of Toyota's 23 snow-conquering all-wheel drive or four-wheel drive models during Toyota's all-wheel drive-a-thon. Now, from the longest-lasting brand, you could get a $285 a month lease on a Tacoma with a total contract cost of only $14,773, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance. Winter is approaching, so save at Toyota's all-wheel drive-a-thon at your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters. Toyota, let's go places.
Come in and visit AMHG Works, Bangor's #1 gift shop, located at 36 Springer Drive in the Rennie's Plaza. We have special gifts for you, your furry companion, and that special someone you are in need of a gift for. It's worth a trip in for unique American-made gifts. Here at AMHG Works, everything is American-made, and we are open 7 days a week for your convenience. American-made home goods. We look forward to seeing you.
Welcome to Hillcrest Orchards, located in Winterport. From crisp apples and cider to homemade jams, jellies, and maple syrup, Hillcrest Orchards has you covered. Hillcrest Orchards also carries gifts and seasonal decorations. Stop by today, open 10 to 4.
A local educator is being recognized for his work in supporting teachers and students all across Maine. RSU 34 Assistant Superintendent John Doty was named Assistant Superintendent of the Year by the Maine School Superintendents Association at its annual conference held in Augusta yesterday. Doty has worked for the Old Town-based school district for more than 25 years and says his success is a testament to the partnerships that he has built.
A lot of partnerships across the state. We've been doing a lot of work recently that I've been involved with a couple of other superintendents from across the state to open up more pathways for people who want to become educators. And so we've been doing a lot of work with the State Board of Education and the Department of Education so that we can get more folks who want to be career changers coming into the field of education.
Now, Doty says he hopes to continue supporting Maine's next generation of students and educators. Gorham Superintendent Heather Perry was also honored, named the 2026 Maine Superintendent of the Year. Congratulations to them.
How nice. Now here's meteorologist Devin Biggs with our full weather forecast.
Alrighty, Craig and Janessa, thank you very much. Your full weather forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive in Brewer. Experience a Quality Automotive difference. Reliable service and expert care that you can depend on. Call us to schedule your next appointment, 922-2043. A small craft advisory posted until 8 p.m. Later on this evening along the coast. Some gusty winds courtesy of a large area of low pressure stirring up the ocean. 4-foot wave heights currently being observed. 5-foot wave heights farther out towards sea. You can see the light colors, so the ocean a little bit active at this time, which is why we are seeing those advisories. We've had rain showers recently, and some of us still seeing some rain showers at this time. We'll see those taper off soon, but some of us may still see a little bit with this large area of low pressure that is currently tracking off towards the north and east, but this will soon be replaced with an area of high pressure over the next few days or so. So let's time this out in a few seconds with Futurecast, but we are going to show you the current surface map. Again, a large area of low pressure that will soon be tracking off towards the north and east. Now Futurecast, which will show this tracking off towards the north and east in due time. Again, farther off towards the north, a few opportunities for some rain showers. And again, maybe our southern counties early on this afternoon may see a slight chance for a shower, but again later on, again clearing out for us with a partly cloudy sky as we head towards your Friday. Again, not looking too bad. Sunshine, a few clouds during the late afternoon period and a parts of the overnight period too. By Friday night, a few rain showers can't be ruled out either. Now gusty winds will be a thing today, reaching up to about 25, perhaps 30 miles per hour, and that will back off as we head towards tonight and again as we head towards your Friday, so it won't be lasting much longer. So partly cloudy today, a slight chance for rain, highs in the upper 50s and that south wind up to around 15, 20, 25 miles per hour at times. Now overnight, upper 30s, partly cloudy and that south wind at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tomorrow, upper 50s, partly cloudy, west wind at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. And let's check out your extended forecast brought to you by Quality Automotive. Partly cloudy Saturday with highs in the mid-50s with low 50s for your Sunday under a mostly cloudy sky, and partly cloudy Monday with highs in the low 50s.
You're gripping a pumpkin spice latte, watching the home game on a Friday night. Earlier, you took the kids apple picking and almost made it through the corn maze. It's that time of year. Shorter days, cooler nights. Valley Home Services believes the comfort and warmth of home means more on nights like these. Comfort and warmth that comes from Fujitsu heat pumps. Valley Home Services has the most reliable choices for heating and cooling your home or business. Ditch the worry of heating bills and power outages all season long with Valley Home Services. Go ahead, embrace the comfort.
There are so many fun things to do in Maine. Now you can enjoy more for less. Check out half-off deals from foxbangor.com.
Get a taste of the South on Wheels Triple B Food Trailer, offering slow-smoked, bold-flavored, finger-licking good barbecue. Find us at 1374 Bucksport Road, Ellsworth, between 11 a.m. and 6 p.m., Wednesday through Monday.
There's a limited supply available. It's on sale right now. Save with half-off deals from foxbangor.com.
Healthcare costs are up 75% in the last 10 years. Now millions are losing coverage to pay for tax cuts for the wealthy, and Mainers could see their monthly premiums jump $1,500. Congressman Jared Golden is working to fix this, to extend tax credits so families don't have to choose between going to the doctor and paying for groceries. Congressman Golden has always had our back when it comes to lowering costs. Call Congressman Golden. Tell him to keep fighting.
Time to get clean!
Yes, but that liquid detergent leaves you covered in harsh chemical residue. Not Earth Breeze. Just one sheet gives you a powerful clean.
Switch now at earthbreeze.com.
We're on the move.
This wing is just for family, and I'd hate to see security have to escort you out.
Watch out!
You could say a house in Phoenix is in its Taylor Swift era. Heather Corcoran has decorated the exterior of her home and property with a Swift-themed display. And just like a Swift song, Corcoran has decorated with Easter eggs, hinting at the pop star's famous lyrics and headlines. There are skeletons recreating Swift and Travis Kelce's proposal, song lyrics and neon lights, and even a skeleton of Swift holding a sign with her song lyric, "Just Another Picture to Burn," with photos of her former boyfriends and friends Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds. The house also has a station for exchanging friendship bracelets, a mainstay at a Swift concert. Since the house is getting a lot of visitors, Corcoran is also accepting donations for a young boy with a rare disease.
Well, pumpkins and powerful women are the star of the show at one farm in Germany. 15 large pumpkin sculptures are on display at the farm in Kleistau, honoring powerful women from around the world. They included Frida Kahlo, Jeanne d'Arc, Pippi Longstocking, Cleopatra, and Elsa from Frozen. The farm also has more than 100,000 pumpkins in 500 different varieties. The Pumpkin Festival started back in 2004 when more Germans began to embrace American Halloween traditions.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And dressing up for Halloween can get you more than just a fun-sized candy bar, especially at one popular restaurant chain. This Halloween rewards members who show up to Chipotle in costume between 3 p.m. until closing can score big with the burrito deal. The $6 deal can be applied to a burrito bowl, tacos, salad, or quesadilla, with a limit of one discounted meal per person. The burrito deal has been around for 25 years, and to celebrate the Scary Good deal, the chain is also bringing back the costume competition component. Fans can dress up and share their costumes on TikTok between October 27th and November 2nd for a chance to win a Chipotle VIP card that grants the cardholder 50 free entrees. Wow.
50
yeah,
meals. Wow. Now you're talking. You know, back to those fun-sized candy bars, by the way. There's nothing fun about those.
No?
No, they're just a tease. They're so tiny now, you know?
Oh, they're thin, yeah.
So, yeah.
That's true.
There's nothing fun about them.
Well, that is all the time that we have left for this hour. You can join us for the second hour of Good Morning Maine. That's next on Fox 22.
Thanks for being there, everyone. Have a great day.